want to feed. In 2022, about 800,000 tons aqua feed was manufactured in Nigeria, which met about 80% of the requirements of the market. And the rest was produced by farm or at farm from locally available raw materials. Most of the commercial feed and sold to the neighbors. The approach of catfish production is all in and all out in your country. This is very important to prevent disease because all fish come together and all fish are harvested together. More than 60 raw materials from your country, and we send them to the laboratories in Germany to measure nutrient proximate composition of these products. As you can see, we collected several fish meals, corn, soybean, GNC, and some other raw materials. The results are presented here and categorized into three parts. Plant components as an energy source, and plant-based proteins like soybeans and peanut cake or GNC, palm cake, and dried distilled grains. And animal-based proteins like poultry meal, load meal, feather meal, meat meal, and something like that. These results, if you want to do your formulations, you can ask our colleagues in agriculture. We have already sent this data to them, and if you need them, you can ask them to use them. The most challenging regarding fish farming having access to high quality fish meal. As Mr. Fidelis in the beginning of presentation mentioned, nowadays having access to high quality fish meal is very difficult because aquaculture is growing, and the demand is also growing. So the price of this restricting raw material is increasing, and there is also a lot of feed fraud. Maybe you buy some fish meal with high quality, with high amount of protein, but maybe some urea added to the product, and when you do some measurements, you just measure the total nitrogen, indicating crude protein, but it's not a real protein. It's only measured only nitrogen measured in the analysis. There is also a big variation in the feed qualities in the market, and also in fish feed. Nutritionally balanced diets are relatively not available in developing countries, and also trace elements and vitamins premixes are not so well balanced in such countries. Our last experience from visiting one of these, the fish farmers mentioned that they have huge amounts of huge vitamin mineral premixes, but the price are very cheap. When we had a look at the labels and later sent them to the laboratory, we found that there is a big variation between the numbers on the label and what we measure in our lab. So there is a lot of cheating and a lot of fraud just to sell more and more. We can recommend you to buy these essential raw materials from reliable suppliers. This is the only option, because you cannot measure most of the vitamins in the premixes and maybe minerals. It's not so easy for farmers to do that. Fish in and fish out ratio. Have you heard this ratio? Do you have any idea what is fish in and fish out. Okay. Fishing means the amount of fish meal which is harvested from oceans as pelagic fish or other fish products and feed in aquaculture sector. So we need to decrease this ratio from the point of sustainability. Because if we don't protect the fish in the oceans, we will not have enough feed for marine fish and for other aquatic animals in oceans. We need to think about the next generations and preserve our planet. To evaluate the possibility of for fish meal, we calculated the replacement score based on food protein and essential amino acids like methionine, lysine, and proline. The replacement scores higher than 1 means this product has potential to replace fish meal. As you can see, most of the plant-based proteins they are not suitable as a replacer of fish meal. So think about not only the quality of the feed, but also the quality of the feed by replacing fish meal with other raw materials. This is some information, nutritional information of aqua means area, 2.5%. Maybe it's not so easy. We use several vitamins, trace elements, which are required for fish, catfish, clarias, African catfish. Clarias is the scientific name of the catfish, African catfish. Including 2.5% aqua mix clarias. Besides 10 to 15% animal-based proteins like poultry meat, meat meal, and something like that, as well as 50% plant protein sources like GMC, soybean, and peanut milk or GMC, and about 30% plant energy sources like corn and other energy sources, plus mineral supplementations. The inclusion of fish meal in the feed can be reduced by less than 5%, which means that you can save a lot of money for investing on buying this restricting raw material. As we already added some essential amino acids to this product, you don't need to add methionine, lysine, and proline to your fish meal. No need to add or include any vitamin mineral premixes. This product has already some, as Mr. Pablo mentioned, these organic acids help to digest better some minerals like phosphorus, lipids, and some other elements like zinc. And you will have a better productivity in your feed meal because this product has already a mix of some of the raw materials that they are required for feeding fish. By using this product, we expect to have healthy skin, healthy feed, and high quality fish fillet in the product because it has already some antioxidants. It is supposed to get a satisfactory fish performance. The amount of inclusion of fish meal will be reduced, which is a more sustainable approach in aquaculture. We do increase aquaculture without thinking about an alternative for fish meal and fish oil. because the sources are very, very, very limited. And later, if you need some advices regarding the formulations, my colleagues at Agriculture and Life would be helpful. Attractant. By including more plant-based proteins in feed, the acceptability of feed will decrease. As I already mentioned, the price of fish meal is increasing, and feed manufacturers always thinking about replacers. By using these alternatives, usually we can say the fish will not intake feed very well. So when you add feed to the waste it and destroy the water, which is the waste of money, and also water quality will decrease, and this causes the outbreak of disease. And finally, mortality is the final result of this management in the farm. One of the most important bases for feeding fish is feeding young fish, especially fries. In Europe, we usually use artemia and zooplankton to feed the small fish, like fish larvae and fries. But as you know, the price of the live, this type of feed is much higher than dry feed. So, if you want to feed these small fish with dry feed, our fish need some time to learn how to take it, and this is a critical time. If they don't consume so much feed at this stage, the immune system will be decreased, and mortality rate will increase. So we need to push our fish, or a small fish, to consume feed more and more as much as possible. Acids like lysine, methionine, and taurine, some nucleotides, and some other value-added ingredients. Nowadays, most of the fish farmers in Vietnam and other parts of the world, they use fish and krill hydrolysis as a feed promoter. But these raw materials have very high variability, and the inclusion rate is very high, 2% to even 9%. So, as the variability is high, this product that we developed in Niabit has an inclusion rate of about 1%, but the application is very easy. It can be used at the farm, on top of the feed, or it can be used by feed manufacturers as a post-extrusion or post-collecting way, or adding in the conditioner extrusion. We need to think more sustainable, protect our environment, protect our planet by decreasing fish in and fish out ratio. In Niabit, regarding immunity, regarding improving fish performance, we have already produced some nucleotide sources. As you know, nucleic acids are essential for coding most of the behaviors in animals, like growth, immunity, and so on. And we try to get pure of these type of nutrients, especially fish or shrimp are under stress. Natural antioxidants to decrease the amount of synthetic antioxidants by using polyphenols, vitamin E, and other sources of natural antioxidants, developers that they can improve immunity and vitamin mineral premixes, which are already designed in our company for different fish species, like catfish, shrimp, tilapia, and so on. And this is a picture from our first trip in Nigeria, and thank you very much for your attention and your hospitality.
Great farmers? No farmers? Mr. Amin, please, you will permit me to use my slide. Because these products that you mentioned is at the core of my MD, at the core of his desire to see the aquaculture industry better. He has repeatedly told me that before we he did a lot of work among farmers just to find out what is the main problem when it comes to nutrition, what is the key issue in the mind of farmers. And so he went out to Niger State, Ogun State, Lagos, everywhere, trying to find a solution to this problem. And so what they repeatedly told him was, if you can help us to solve the problem of fish meal. So this subject today is come in the heart of both Agricare and Miabit. And that is why I took permission to use my slide as a guide to be able to present this product effectively. To appreciate the team, Miabit team, for the work they've been doing for farmers. Since yesterday, when they were talking about some of these poultry products, I felt like switching into poultry. It was like an incubation. I felt like starting broiler farming. Because all the while I've been like, poultry is complex, but they made it together for them, for the team, for the great job they are doing. And one of the things I love about Agricare and my MD was, it carries all the sector of agriculture along. Just while I was ruminating on farming, then I discovered that we have some interesting products for fish farming. And so it's an inclusive, might carry everybody, every section of agriculture along. We also have products for agro. We also have for large animals. And so he has given us to also guess into some of the innovative solutions that Miabit and Agricare present. Please put your hands together for the MD Agricare team for this great work. Okay, I said the time we are is changing. The earlier the Nigerian farmers realize that we are in a changing time, the better. To transform the Nigerian agriculture system, farmers are jealous. So I said to transform the Nigerian agriculture system, farmers must marry tradition with innovation and technology. There is no way, if we must be able to feed the over 250 million and increasing global population without embracing innovation and technology. Next one. What are the reasons? I said among several reasons why farmers must marry tradition with innovation is for efficiency and productivity. productivity. Fish farmers across Nigeria are lacking in this regard. If we must increase our profitability, we must increase our efficiency and productivity. Now, I wrote here, imagine a race between a horse and a Ferrari. Which one do you think will win? So if they give you a horse and they give you a Ferrari, which one will you take? Okay, but why are farmers still prefer to still stick with the old tradition than embracing the innovation? Which is the horse. How far do you think a horse can take you? How far? You will be using your leg. So will beat you. And whereas you have the comfort that Ferrari can offer you. And I know for us to be here today, I know we want to be like Ferrari generation. So I said, you already know who will win. Amidst the abundance of water resources that Nigeria is blessed with, Nigeria still imports fish to meet fish needs of its people because of our lack of efficiency and productivity. As a 2016 data collection, Nigeria still imports over 2.2 million metric tons of fish. This will have provided employment opportunity for millions of youth. We are blessed with abundance water, yet we bleed. We complain every day. Why? I said this is no longer the question of availability or unavailability of resources. What there is the problem? I'm asking all of us, what do you think is our challenge? I said there is a need. One challenge that I believe has slowed down the efficiency and productivity of our fishermen is our mindset. Like I said, almost everybody here agrees with me that Ferrari is better than a horse. Right? Okay. Our orientation, our fish nutrition, and other recent innovation for efficient farming business. And this is why I want to also thank Meavit and Advocate for their resolve to shatter this monumental barrier through this training. This is what this training is all about. Next. And what is one of this mindset? I said conventional mindset. Now, most of us will have, the English will not capture it. They said it's ejalejaje. Ejalejaje. So I would like us translate it in English that we understand. So farmers believe that it's fish that fish must eat to grow big. Agree, right? Everybody agree with that statement. But do you know that it's not all fish that are carnivorous? Do you know that? It's not all fish that are carnivorous. So how do those fish get bigger? They do not eat fish and yet they get bigger. Why? Who can answer? That's why I said, how true is this statement? I'd like us to debate it. How true is this statement that it's fish that fish eat? So meaning if you must get bigger output, you must load your fish with what? With fish. And for those of us that have been with us for some days now, you will understand what Meavit is all about. So we must change. So, do fish really survive on fish? And why? Since all of us agree that ejaleja jeshora, why? Who can explain why? Okay.
Good day, everyone. Naturally, there are some fishes that have high FCR to conversion ratio. Just like you have in some livestock, some grow faster, right? Some fish that tend to grow. So it must not be on the other fish for it to grow. The fish may have the ability to utilize any intake to grow on its own.
Thank you, sir. Why do you believe that it's fish that fish eat to be bigger? Okay, notice.
I have a different opinion.
produce fish meal is because of the amino acid in fish. Fish meal. When we talk about fish meal, think about the amino acid in the fish meal. So I can have other sources that will give me the same amino acid as what fish will give me. Then what I will now need is, you know, when fish smell fish meal, they eat very well. Then I can add something like the fish meal to it that will make it attractive for the fish to eat. So if I don't have that one, at the end of the day, they may have it, but they may not eat it. But adding what will make the fish. So if I have alternative sauce, I will, so that the fish can eat it. That is my own opinion. Thank you, sir. He has finished my presentation. Okay.
Thank you for your comments. In fish nutrition, we have an idea. The idea is that animals need special nutrients, but they don't need special feed components. This is the point. Then they can produce a feed with very well balanced amino acid, energy, crude protein, methionine, lysine, vitamin, mineral, and adding 1 to 5% fish meal, you will get the same performance. But first, you should pay attention to your feed formula. Finish.
Thank you so much. It's a round of applause for Ms. Harvey. We have almost finished my presentation. Now, we might have some intense discussion because we will sharpen some mindset today. We're learning some of the big farmers that were brought. We also had this kind of discussion. And it revolves around sipping crude protein or fish. What is the ideal crude protein for fish? Fish feed. Who can tell us this? It depends. Okay, for the starter, of the average, or just because the average crude protein, 40 what? Did you see? I need to note it. Now, you said that 45 for a reason, right? Now we are going somewhere. Please, next slide. Now, like I said, my dad already finished the presentation. What is in fish that makes it the preferred animal protein for fish? Why do farmers conclude that it is fish that fish must eat to be big? And that is where we are going this morning. Now, according to the United States National Research Council, when we started fish farming, we were having this 1:1. That means when your fish eats 1 kg of feed, it gets what? 1 kg of what? Okay. Now, what does it mean? What is the amino acid requirement for fish to get this desired result? Now, lysine, how many percent? Methionine 16, threonine, how many percent? Tryptophan, how many? And valine, how many? Now, this is what your fish require to attain ratio 1 to ratio 1:1. How many of us are having that result today? I have some big time farmers here, and I really appreciate you and recognize your presence. Are we still having 1:1 in our catfish business operation? It's rare, right? We agree that it's rare. Okay, next slide. Now, what is in fish meal? Look at what is contained in fish meal. These are the amino acids that are contained in fish meal. Now, note here, the fish meal I'm talking about is not those prawns that they sell in the market. I will still come to that. Now, what is in fish meal of 65 to 75%? Because I believe this is the basis of the lack of efficiency of our feed in aquaculture. Now, the lysine is what? Methionine, threonine. Now, this look like already contains more than what fish require, right? So why won't your feed perform like this? Do you know that there is no other animal protein that contains this kind of protein? Do you know that? Okay. Next slide. But now, if we all agree that fish meal, 65 to 75%, contains this amino acid, and we agree that it's the best, are we still getting the results? I said, but there is a problem with this important input. Number one is what? Scarcity. As a matter of fact, somebody told me that there is no 70% fish meal in Nigeria. You can argue it. Because most of these fish meal that we bought, they indicate 70%, 72%. But in reality, fish meal is a global commodity. Before those kind of fish meal can get to Nigeria, country like USA, another developed country would have hijacked it. So what we have, forget it. That's why I said we will sharpen a lot of mindset today. What we have in the market. Okay, how many of you agree with me that some of the popular, I don't want to mention it, some of the popular fish meal that we're using then, we know them, the popular ones, 72, 70%. How many of you believe with me that some of them are not performing the way they used to perform? Do you agree? Yes. You agree, right? What is happening? Now, I said, quality fish meal protein are becoming a limiting factor today to produce fish meal. This problem leads to longer production cycle. Farmer wants to make money, but they are extending the length of the growth of their fish. How is that possible? So this fish meal that we are claiming that is 72%, is 75%, they are even not available. They are not available. And where they are available, they are what? They are expensive. Number two, I said there is an abundance of fish meal, so to say, but quality fish meal is in limited supply. When I ask many farmers, how much fish meal are you using? They will tell me 500 naira, 600 naira, 700 naira, 1,002, and 1,004. Please, which of them is us? Which of them is Ferrari? Do you think you can get the result we get from 62% from fish of 500 naira? How is that possible? Let us not deceive ourselves. And that's why a lot of farmers will have to pack the fish and load it inside their feed. And what are you doing again? Now, some of those cheap fish that we are using contains what? Then you now complain that your fish are what? And they are not growing. Why? Because some of these fish that we are using, most of the cheap fish meal are loaded with pathogens, salmonella, fungi, which are harmful to your fish. Anyway, thanks to Miabit, you have got 12. Next slide. Now, we are all for innovation. And what is our solution to this product? Aquamix FMR. Now, like we said, the building blocks to create protein is what? So instead of farmers to be asking for, one farmer told me that about I did my feed and I took it to a lab for analysis, and the feed gave me 48% good protein. But the fish did not give me up to 60%. I said, I like it. How do you mean? He said, yes, see the result. And I asked, what is the content of the protein that you used? Who can guess what I used? The packed blood meal and packed GNC inside the feed. Of course, these ingredients are high in good protein. but it also contains a lot of nutritional factors. And they are not, like you said, they are not digestive. So what Alaja has successfully done is to what? To feed the pond rather than the fish. Thereby causing more harm to the water, causing more harm to the fish. Alaja is now crying, my fish is not growing. How will your fish grow? And we begin to see the little foxes that are destroying our business. Blood meat is over 90% crude protein, and it's cheap. But it's causing more harm to your farm, to your fish. So if any one of us here you are still looking for cheap fish meal or cheap animal protein, please tell yourself, I'd rather go on Ferrari than to go on the horse. It's better, it's comfortable, and that is the solution we have got today. Next slide. So like I said, the building blocks. Now, let me say this. Get your mind off the ideology that your feed should be produced on the basis of crude protein. Get that off your mind. Another thing, get your mind off the fact that it's fish, that your fish must eat to be big. Are we on the same page now? Are we on the same page now? Because high crude protein does not guarantee a rich diet. As a matter of fact, you could have about 21-25% crude protein and have a better result than somebody with 50% crude protein and have a poor result. So what should be your focus? Amino acid and digestibility. And that is the solution we present to you today. Now, why Alpha-Mix FMR? Alpha-Mix is very rich in essential amino acids. Is this not what we're looking for? We told you what is a fish meal that makes it the most preferred animal protein is what? Is the essential amino acid. And this product is loaded with this essential amino acid. Alpha-Mix covers the need of catfish, which leads to a shorter production cycle. Imagine what it will look like if you are able to reduce the length, the duration, or the cycle of production by at least 1 month. You can imagine. You can, brother farmer can testify. If you have to extend your family broiler for a day, you know the implication. They will eat up all your profits. And this is most farmers are missing it. The cycle, the time, the duration of our production is eating up our profits. Can I ask, how long does it take us in Abuja to get 1 kg or 1.2 kg? How long? To get 1 to 1.2 kg in Abuja, how long? Some people are getting around 6 months. Some people are getting wait, 4 months. Between 4 to 6, right? To get to 1 kg to 1.2. Do you know that some people are getting that in less time? See, it's not all farmers that are struggling. Now, compared to fish meal, which is often expensive and its availability can be inconsistent, fish meal replacer is cost effective. We are still coming here. Most of the finished feed today is a no-go area for fish farmers if you want to make profit. Yes or no? Say yes or now. I said most of the finished feed today that we are using is a no-go area for fish farmers if we really want to make profit. Go and use alpha from beginning to end. Go and use. Then use some other one that will take you to like 7 months. The money you are trying to save, you are spending more of it. Now we are offering you a solution, a better alternative, an innovative solution that will take you back to local production of fish and getting a better result that finished feed will give us. Now, I said Alpha-Mix FMR also is correct in absorption by fish. Like I said, your feed should be produced now on the basis of what? Amino acid profile and what? Digestibility. Let me say it again. Our feed today should be produced on the basis of what? And what? So it's not on the basis of crude protein. Next. Now, what is in FMR? Aqua means FMR bonus. Apart from the fish meal replacing function of the FMR, we also have this. Number one, preservatives. It's a 4-in-1 product. It contains calcium formate, 10% calcium formate in the premix, equivalent to kg per ton of feed. Calcium formate is 71% formic acid. This means 2.1 kg pure formic acid. Formic acid inhibits the growth of harmful microorganisms such as bacteria and molds. This preservation effect of feed spoilage and maintaining feed quality. Dr. Amin spoke extensively on this storage problem. Now imagine a product that helps you to also extend the shelf life of the feed that you produce. Isn't that a fantastic product? Fish meal replacing function, it contains this. Then it also contains antioxidants. Not many farmers use antioxidants. Why? It's expensive. But do you know that it's essential? And now we have been able to compress this product, this component in one product for you farmers. Now, protection against what is one of the functions of against oxidative stress. Fish, like all living organisms, undergo metabolic process that can produce harmful substances called free radicals. These free radicals can cause oxidative stress, which can damage the cells, the proteins, and the DNA of your fish. These are some of the reasons that makes our fish not to grow. Antioxidants help neutralize these free radicals, protecting your fish tissue from oxidative damage. It also improves your fish eggs. Next slide. This product also contains premium premix. Mr. Hamid mentioned is that when you are using FMR, you don't need to add antioxidants, preservative, lysine, methionine into your feed anymore. Because this product already comes packaged. Another product you don't need to add is premix. I said premix are designed to support the growth and development of your fish. They provide a balanced combination of essential nutrients, including protein, vitamins, and minerals, which are necessary for optimal growth and development. Most of us are still spending money on cheap premix. They will not tell you to use 5 kg into a ton. You already know that that kind of premix may not give you the desired results. As a company, we have premium product, premium premix, aqua premix. But when you are using FMR, you don't need premix. You don't need antioxidants again. You don't need preservative or toxin binder, lysine, methionine, because they are all loaded in this bag of this product. This is the bag. Now, let's do a comparison here between our FMR and 100 kg of fish meal of 72%. Note my word, not those us fish meal. I'm talking about quality of premium fish meal now. Now let's do a comparison analysis now. Comparative analysis. My class in the house, I need you to pay attention. Now this is aqua meat FMR. And now what is the percentage of lysine here? And what is the fish meal? What is the difference? Which is better? Which is better? This side or this side? Which side? Okay, good. We have methionine lysine. How many? What is the difference? Is that not massive? Okay? Aqua meat FMR. I'm proud of you. 70%? 270? What is the difference? We have tryptophan. Then we have vanillin. Which is better? Don't you think you need to put your hands together for Miyabi and Agnes for this innovative solution? Now, not only are we preaching about this product, a lot of farmers are taking advantage of this product to transform their farm. It's just because of time, you would have listened to some testimony. Next slide. So, cost analysis of Aquamis fish meal. Now, pay attention to me here. Now, I said, how much? Okay, let me just use our price here. How much is 70% fish meal? Who have an idea? It's around 2,500, 2,400. Right? 2,600. Okay, but let me use this figure. Let me just use 2,400. Now, the 100 kg of this product. Remember, our Aquamix FMR, the 25 kg replaces 100 kg of our fish meal. Do you still remember that? As the name connotes, fish meal replacer. So the 25 kg of this product replaces 100 kg of our fish meal. Did we get that now? Okay. Now, if you are using 100 kg of this product, of fish meal, at the rate of 2,400, how much do you have? And we still need to add what? Premix. Let's see the premix here. Per kg is 1,000. And you have to have, that is 5,000 egg addition. You will still have it to add toxin binder, right? Let's say your toxin binder is 1,002. They ask you to use 1 kg. You have how much? Now, if you sum this together, how much do you have? Okay, let's come back to our Aquamix number. 25 kg, which is equal to the 100 kg, is how much? Now, it gives you around 85,000 naira. Now, with this, you don't need toxin binder, like I said. You don't need premix. You don't need antioxidant. You don't need lysine. It's just because of time. I will have shown us if anybody needs a formula, an ideal formula for this product, we can provide it. Now, because you are replacing 25 kg with 100, you have some what? Gaps. And remember, I told you that with the 25 kg of aquarium, the needs of your catfish nutritionalists are already what? Met. What you are looking for now are just fillers. When Dr. Abby was even presenting, he told us that you can go as high as about 50% or more of animal protein. Now, with this now, you can bring in some fillers like wheat bran. Some people use rice bran, depending. You can bring at the rate of how much? 160. How much do you have? Then maybe you decide to add GNC to it, 20 kg. At how much? 350. Now, what is the total? Please, what is the difference? Is there a difference? Which one is expensive? How much have you saved here? Imagine saving this in a ton of feed. Imagine saving this in a ton of feed. Okay, that means this one will do 2 tons of this. And you still have what? A better result. You have a better result in terms of what? Digestibility, in terms of absorption of nutrients, in terms of even palatability. A lot of farmers have testified that when they use this product, the response of their fish to the feed was even better, and they attained their market. In summary, Aqua means 2.5% FMR6, sorry for the error. 4 action. With RDPA FMR concentrate, 4 action in 1, premix, preservative, antioxidant. Your fish nutritional and health needs are covered. Thank you very much. So in case you have questions, you can just
have questions, okay, let me quickly take your question. But because we have other people to other presentations, 1, 2 other presentations, so after this question, please just write your question down so that after that we'll take the questions in general.
I wanted to ask that, can you tell us about aquarium that prevents water pollution? Because some ponds, without changing their water for like 3 days, it starts smelling. Even your neighbors can notice that.
Aquarium.
Well, that is another innovative and interesting product from our stable. Now, let me just quickly do a recap of aquarium. On aquarium. At least if you are not producing your own feed, you are using water. Right? Right? When we got to this venue yesterday, we saw many farmers. I was like, where are our farms in Abuja now? Abuja is the federal capital. Where are you doing your farms? Where are your farms? Where are our farms? They are where? Even in Abuja. I know those village. To my mind, those village, it's not 5 million. If you have money,